So every now and then I go on Instagram and the algorithm will show me musicians. And there was this one girl who caught my attention just because her song was really great, really beautiful. And in the description, it said that she was doing one of these write a song every day for 30-day challenges. And that got me thinking, like, how can somebody write a song in a day that is that good? I mean, the composition, it's kind of like musical theater, so the harmony is jumping around. The lyrics were beautiful. The singing, the way she is singing, everything is just so spot on. And I'm like racking my brain, feeling discouraged because I'm like, how is she writing a song like that each day? Because for me, it takes me days, weeks, months, sometimes years to like finish a song. And I know a lot of that has to do with trusting your creative instinct and trusting yourself and writing like nobody's gonna listen to it. Like I saw something the other day, like it's kind of like dance like nobody's watching. It's like write like no one's ever gonna hear it. Just write what you want to write. So I think that's a big piece of it. That's something I'm working on as an artist, is trusting myself more. Anyway, a few months ago, I took a songwriting masterclass with this Nashville songwriter named Gretchen Peters. And I'd never heard of her before, but she has written with like Bryan Adams, George Strait, Trisha Yearwood. Like she's a really respected songwriter in Nashville, and she's also an artist in her own right. She's released, half a dozen albums, and her songs are wonderful too. She's mainly a lyricist, but really powerful songs. Anyway, on the workshop, I had a chance to ask her what her writing process is like. How does she do it? How does she approach writing? And she said that she usually has about 10 or 12 songs on the go at any given time. She sits down for 4 hours a day and she works and she'll cycle through songs that are speaking to her that day, maybe. So she's always working on stuff. And that kind of gave me a little bit of solace because I'm kind of the same way. I have a number of songs on the go at any given time. And depending on what's calling to me that day, I will work on it. So, there's always going to be people out there who are just naturally able to write stuff really fast. And I assume this girl on Instagram was writing a song a day because that was her challenge. And the quality of her song, maybe that's subjective. Now, she was kind of blowing up on Instagram because her songs were so amazing. But I think the key takeaway, that's something I have to remind myself, and maybe you have to think of too as a songwriter, is to run your own race. Not comparing yourself to how other songwriters are doing it, because we're all at our own place, and that's where we're at right now, and that's a good thing. So yeah, run your own race. Try not to compare yourself to other people. I truly believe that there is an audience for every songwriter. There is somebody out there who will really connect with your song, even if it isn't some majestic, hugely overwritten piece with high flying orchestration and all this stuff. Wherever you're at, I believe there's an audience for your music. And I think the real key is learning to trust yourself, to run your own race. And when you see artists out there that you kind of look up to and maybe they make you question or doubt yourself, try to find when you stop comparing yourself and running in their lane and you just think, okay, what they're doing is cool. What do I like about this? What can I take from this? But realize that you're on your own path, and that is beautiful. That's really the journey as an artist, I believe, is to follow your own instinct, follow your own creative impulses, and just run your own race. And as you trust yourself more, as you double down on yourself, as you trust your creative instinct more, you start writing like no one's going to listen to it, the better you get, I think. I think you write faster. I think you follow your instincts more. You create stuff that's more you, that has your personal fingerprint on it. And that fingerprint is the thing that people gravitate to. That's what makes you different. That's what makes you unique. And that's why Gretchen Peters or this girl on Instagram, they can't compete with you because you are in your own league. You're running your own race too. As a personal example, like I just produced my second song. And if you have seen this channel before or seen previous videos, I talked about how I released my first single and the story behind that. So for me to get to releasing my second single, which I'm going to be releasing in a couple of weeks, is kind of a big deal for me. Not that it's the best song ever. It's more of a personal milestone for me. And it's kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? It supports my journey. I trusted myself. I followed my instinct more. The song's not perfect. They're never perfect, but that's not the point. The point is you're following your own journey. You are pursuing your creative instinct and you're moving forward, releasing stuff. I really believe the more you release, the better you get at it. And the more you start to show up in the world with your unique sound and fingerprint. And that's where your journey as a songwriter and an artist really starts to blossom. I spent so many years not releasing music, not sharing anything because I just didn't think it was good enough or that I wasn't good enough. So beginning to trust myself more and just say, you know what, this is my own race. This is my own path as an artist. There's something really empowering about that. And I believe it's kind of an act of self-love because you're just kind of saying, you know what, I trust myself. I'm going to do what I want to do. So to kind of wrap this up, just remember, like you are running your own race. Your music, your art is your own flavor. It's your own fingerprint and nobody can compete with you. The more that you learn to trust yourself and your own creative voice, the better you can connect with other people because there's something unique in your music and your voice that nobody else can compete with. So I hope this has helped you. If you were like me and you kind of got a little deflated when you saw some artist that you're like, wow, you're blown away by, and you're like, well, I take forever to write a song, or I can't sing like that, or I can't write chords like that yet. If that's your goal, I hope this is kind of giving you a little bit of solace that you don't need to compete with anybody. If you are a songwriter and you are feeling stuck and you would like to get a little bit of course correction to learn what is working with your songs, because I can guarantee you that the stuff you're writing, there is stuff in there that is uniquely yours and strong and beautiful that needs to be shared with the world. But there's also parts that you might be stuck on and you might need a second set of ears or eyes to help give you a little bit of direction and clarity. If that's you, you can book with me a song feedback session. I'm just starting to share these with people as a way for you to get unstuck. If you're feeling like, you have something inside of you want to share, but you can't get out of your own way, these are really good for that, just to get you on track, get you moving in a direction forward, and hopefully clearing this obstacle, this personal obstacle that you feel you're kind of stuck with. So if that's you, feel free to book a session with me. There's a link in the description for that. And if you are a songwriter and you want to join other songwriters, artists, singer-songwriters, music producers in a community where you can sort of find support, find common ground with other people, I have a community that I'm starting called Song Farm, and there's a wait list you can join if that's interesting to you. So those are in the description. Thanks so much for watching. I hope this has sort of helped you trust yourself more. I believe that we all know deep inside of us that there's something in us that we can share that is of value. It's all there. We know that. It's just that we doubt ourselves sometimes, especially when we see other artists who seem to be crushing it or just naturally gifted at it. I believe we all have access to that side of us once we learn to trust ourselves more. And that's a journey. That's a process. So stay on your path. If you get wobbly, if you fall off, that's okay. Return to it. And if you need support, like I said, find somebody to help you or join a community, something like that. Don't do this alone. It's a lot harder when you do it alone. And I'll link up here. I think I made a video about how I found community and how that kind of helped me get back on track too. So thanks for watching. I'm going to wrap it up there. And subscribe if you want to see more videos like this about the songwriting journey, about being an artist and all that stuff. So thanks for watching, and bye-bye.